Hi, my name is Supraja Rao and I'm an interior designer practicing in Hyderabad for the last 26 years. My firm is called Design House by Supraja Rao and we're a team size of 15 people. So the client's brief was really to make a nice house because that's the house he'd get his children married from, his daughter-in-law would come into the house. So that phase of life where he's looking at his next phase and they've done well for themselves. They got multiple businesses. Son was going into a stone related business. They also were into advertising, hoardings and multiple other interests they had. So they were very open-minded. They knew they wanted a nice, clean, contemporary home. Besides that, there wasn't a very elaborate brief. So this is a plot located in Jubilee Hills on road number 22, and this plot is a dead end on the road. And there is another building here which you can access only from road number 10, and road number 10 is a main road in Jubilee Hills. And so this plot is elevated from road number 10 by about at least 30 feet, 40 feet. So you see this building even when you're going past on this road. And the way the plot is located, when we built the house 4 floors, you get a beautiful valley view of Jubilee Hills. So here I must say, for me, interior design is not something what you see and experience with open eyes. It's the experience with your eyes closed under your skin. The experience in your heart when you walk into a place, or even if you sit in a place with your eyes closed. So here, when we compared every floor with one level of earth, each level has something to offer. But by and large, there's a lot of calmness and peace in the house. So you enter the ground floor with a nice large door, and there is a water body. Hyderabad's big on Vastu, so this is also the northeast of the house. So there is a water body, there is a waterfall which continues from 3 floors of the house. You enter the house and there is a nice seating arrangement. The tables are very interesting. We've used a stone called Amazonite. And like I mentioned earlier, the client's son was then getting into the stone business and got him to source these. We've treated this complete wall with a nice sandstone and textured it, got a mural done. This leads to the entire staircase and a lift to enter the house. And there's one guest bedroom block here. And there is more space here which is used for the servants' quarter from the back, and there is a whole garage. So in every floor, our materiality is different. So when you enter here, the flooring is a beige color Italian marble with a lot of grain and character, almost as if you have stepped on sand. And material palette also, everywhere the doors are different. So here we've used doors which are in high gloss PU lacquer, and we've used some leatherite which is like a crocodile leather, and we've done it in a bottle green. So the color story here is really blues, but we've added a bit of green, and we've used crocodile leather feel on our fabrics and leather. So as you walk up, you go up to the first floor. The flooring material continues here somewhere halfway through, and the first floor material seeps into the staircase here, so that it seamlessly materials flow and change on the staircase. As you come up the first floor, there is a large living room. Again, we've got a followed Vastu, have a Puja Room in the northeast. The water body and the water fountain I explained, which goes to the ground floor, and a bit of a covered balcony. So as soon as you come here, there is a large seating, and the client was very clear they wanted a jhula. So we've got a jhula made in glass and used rose gold. And like I'd mentioned earlier, every floor the materiality changes. So here we've got a flooring which is antique beige, and there is a very nice pattern done using triangles in yellows and greys and whites. So the triangles are actually a take on tulip. So here the inspiration is land. So we've got terracotta, we've got greens, we've got rust. Metals here we've used rose gold. The doors are all in veneer, and the door also the light color veneer representing wood in its most natural form. And the design on the door is also an inspiration from tree. So on the first floor, the master bedroom is there in green color. Like I was mentioning, our color palette is from earth, so there is ochres, terracottas and greens. The master bedroom is done using olive green. And near the buffet, near the dining table, we've had this wall in veneer clad, but the veneer clad is digital printed, which is an image of trees with digital printed on a veneer and then cut very abstractly, so you won't recognize it directly. The powder room, which is attached in the living room, is inspired by tulips and the take on geometry. The living room on the first floor is inspired by a tulip garden, the color story. So there are shades varying from peaches going all the way up to a deep burgundy. And this has been inspired looking at an image of a tulip garden. So here also the staircase, which changes from the ground floor color to first, and now we move from the first floor to second floor, also the staircase material changing from antique beige to stark white. As you come up on the second floor, you're greeted by a small lobby. And there's a large double height looking down at the first floor. So in this cutout, what we've done is we've made a bridge. As you know, as you would go to mountain areas for skiing, you always walk past a bridge to go up skiing. So there is a bridge to almost, this bridge doesn't have any purpose. You can just walk from here and get on here and come back, that's it. But you look down, so you can actually, this is also, bridge helps you to communicate with people on the first floor level. So here, this floor is inspired by the mountains, the sky, the ice. So the color stories are blues, a lot of blues, but the living room, we've done a very layout which is got 5 chairs placed in a slightly abstract way, and son wanted a bar. This floor is for their children. This is their son bedroom and this is their daughter's bedroom. Son's bedroom is a nice large one which is in 2 levels. It's a clean room separating the seating area and the bed area. The bathroom's also very interestingly done in blues, uses a lot of digital images on glass, on the wardrobe shutters, lots of darks, stone grey on the tiling. And the daughter wanted her room in a purple scheme. So when we done this floor as a sky theme, but she wanted a purple scheme, and if she wanted it, so be it. So we managed to find a reference, an image from the nature which had purple skies, deep purple skies, and did her room with dark mauves and purples and shades of that family. There's also the home theatre, which the fabric paneling, what we've done, we've taken images of ice. We've bought a large image, printed on the fabric, cut it abstractly, and then paneled the wall. So you can't recognize it as ice, but it is from an image from the nature. So the third floor, like I mentioned earlier, has a beautiful view. So most of this built area has been converted to a terrace garden, a covered area where there is a bar, and because the view of this, the valley view of the city is from here, and this side is road number 10. So there is just one guest bedroom and there's a laundry room, a little bit of services. And this floor is inspired by space. So as you move up here, the flooring changes to a granite, which we've done a leather finish. And the kind of colors on the wall, on the ceiling are very different. We've used a shade of green on a wall, though it's, and dark colored walls. The ceiling is inspired by a falling meteor, and hence the ceiling lights are slim lines which have been done like a cutout in MDF, and there's lighting behind, which is in this part of the room. The other thing what we've done is, and we tell our clients that when they bring in guests and they want to show the house, they from the ground floor, they take the lift and bring the guests straight up to this floor, show them this floor, then go to the other floor, walk down the steps to the second floor, and then to the first floor, and then to the ground floor. And while they walk on this floor, all the images which have been which have been our inspiration for every floor, have been framed and created a small installation-like feel as you walk on the landing area. And if you go down, up and down in the lift a few times, you actually feel the cross section of the earth because the way the colors move and the lighting moves. So if you go up and down in the lift, you almost feel as if you have gone through the entire cross section of the earth. The experience of traveling in the lift is very similar to if you had to do a fast forward through all the layers of earth.